Time for the morning rush. A Bernalillo County deputy is on administrative leave after being arrested for DWI. State police say Deputy Adrian C. was stopped in a DWI checkpoint near Paseo and Kimmick. According to a criminal complaint, C. admitted to drinking some wine before driving and refused a breath test. MDC's website indicates C. has already been released. A man charged with child abuse after medical staff found multiple injuries on his girlfriend's young son is set to be back in court. According to court documents, the 18-month-old at the time had a fractured skull, a broken jaw, and arm. The injuries are reported to have happened while the boy was in the care of his mother's boyfriend, Thomas Candelaria, back in 2021. He's expected to be in court this morning at 9. A family in northeast Albuquerque is making repairs after a stray bullet left a hole in the roof of their home. Clarissa Aguilar says one bullet went straight through the roof into her kid's bedroom, landing on a blanket. Thankfully, her younger kids weren't home. APD took the bullet and is investigating the incident.
And here's a look at our hourly commute forecast. Temperatures are going to be staying in the upper 20s and low 30s through 9 o'clock with those partly cloudy skies, so bundle up. By this afternoon, we'll be seeing more sunshine and temperatures will climb to around 50.
A City of Albuquerque employee is under investigation, accused of clocking work time while they were actually on vacation. A report from the Inspector General says the accused employee, who works in the Department of Finance and Administrative Services, was using teleworking days to travel to vacation spots outside of Albuquerque. The employee later admitted to the allegations. State legislators are working to craft the bills they want to pass this session. Lawmakers are now able to start pre-filing bills for this upcoming legislative session. Tackling crime is expected to be another priority for many lawmakers this year. This year's session will be 30 days long. It begins on January 16th. New Mexico State Police are hosting a second round of gun buybacks throughout the state this weekend. People can anonymously turn in unwanted guns in exchange for Visa gift cards. The 4 events will be held in Albuquerque, Farmington, Las Cruces, and Espanola this Saturday from 8 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon.
And here's a look at our threat index. It is low today, but there are going to be some light scattered rain showers in southern New Mexico, ending from west to east throughout the day.
Some New Mexico musicians are celebrating after ringing in 2024 by making their debut on the national stage. The Order of the Thistle Pipe and Drum, a bagpipe group from Santa Fe, joined others from around the world to march in the Rose Parade in Pasadena, California. Some bagpipers from the group are already making plans to perform together again at future events. Local gyms are working on their own New Year's resolutions as they hope to help guests get healthier to start 2024. Yesterday, the regional manager of Defined Fitness in Albuquerque said they had over 100 people sign up as new members. Their gym hopes to help their customers achieve their goals by offering different promotions like training packages and having monthly checkups. Russia's war against Ukraine is escalating to new heights as the conflict approaches the 2-year mark. Russian President Vladimir Putin is promising attacks against Ukraine will only intensify throughout 2024. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says Ukraine will continue producing weapons to defend itself against the Russian invasion.
All right, a check on traffic. The maps are clear, no accidents or slowdowns to report. And Tracker is heading south on I-25 just past the Big I. Everything is seemingly moving up to speed.
Now 2024 started with a freezing cold leap in Colorado on New Year's Day. The Evergreen Lake Plunge is held every year, and the tradition hosts jumpers from all over who leap into the frozen water of the lake. Now the event had a new starting time of 10 a.m. yesterday and was sold out for the first time ever with an estimated 400 jumpers.
Time now for the 5 facts. At number 5, local gyms are working on their own New Year's resolutions as they hope to help patrons get a healthier start to 2024. Yesterday, the regional manager of Defined Fitness in Albuquerque said they had over 100 people sign up as new members. The gym hopes to help their customers achieve their goals and keep the influx of business by offering different promotions like training packages and monthly checkups. The owner of the Legion Iron in Albuquerque says his gym is adding more equipment and classes to keep their customers coming in.
At number 4, a City of Albuquerque employee is under investigation this morning, accused of clocking work time while they were actually on vacation. According to a report from the Inspector General, the accused employee, who was working from home on an assigned laptop, was using teleworking days to travel to vacation spots outside of Albuquerque. The report also says the worker reported hours worked for a specific day when there was no evidence of the laptop connecting to the city's secured network. When questioned by the Office of the Inspector General, the employee admitted to the allegations but said they still worked their 8-hour shifts.
And at number 3, we'll be seeing showers this morning in southern New Mexico. These are very, very light and spotty, but still grab some rain gear as you're stepping out the door. We'll see these across the south central and southeast throughout the day today.
At number 2, a fear that you hear about all too often around New Year's Eve became a reality for a family in northeast Albuquerque as a stray bullet left a hole in the roof of their home. Clarissa Aguilar says one bullet went straight through the roof into her kid's bedroom, landing on a blanket, leaving it covered with dust and debris from the ceiling. Thankfully, her younger kids weren't home. Aguilar estimates it'll cost her a couple $100s to fix the hole. APD took the bullet and is investigating the incident. And at number 1, a Bernalillo County deputy is on administrative leave after being arrested for DWI. State police say Deputy Adrian C. was stopped in a DWI checkpoint near Paseo and Kimmick. According to a criminal complaint, C. admitted to drinking some wine before driving and refused a breath test. MDC's website indicates C. has already been released.